Good evening, Athens. We've got a packed evening forecast for you, as well as a tropical update. We've got Hurricane Ian right here behind me as it's made its way off the Florida Peninsula after making landfall as a Category 4 hurricane just south of Tampa Bay. It has now crossed over the Florida Peninsula after weakening into a tropical storm, making its way over to the Atlantic. It has now since regained hurricane status, and you can see that here as of the latest 5 p.m. advisory from the National Hurricane Center. Winds are up to 75 miles an hour, just crossing that threshold as a Category 1. Now it's going to move off north-northeast at 10 miles an hour. We're going to track that out for you, making landfall near Charleston, South Carolina as a Category 1 sometime tomorrow afternoon. So what this means for the East Coast all the way down from North Carolina to Florida, we've got hurricane warnings and tropical storm warnings and watches all up. And what those hurricane warnings are for 25 to 30 foot waves along with 70 to 95 mile an hour winds and a lot of heavy rain. You've also got tropical storm warnings up that also extend well inland, and what those tropical storm warnings are for 20 to 30 mile an hour winds with also gusts to 40 miles an hour. And we're going to zoom in here, and you can see that we've got those tropical storm warnings extending into East Georgia for areas like Lincolnton and Augusta as well. So we're going to time this out for you so you know what it means for your weekend plans starting Friday, Saturday, and into Sunday. We're going to track this out starting right now and moving into your Friday morning and Friday afternoon. We'll see Ian start to make landfall on the South Carolina coast near Charleston, and some of those bands will start to make its way into eastern Georgia by Friday morning. By Friday afternoon, you're going to start to see those bands try to circle around and give us some scattered showers here in Athens and across North Georgia as well. As you go from your Saturday morning into your Sunday, we will also see that start to clear out and move on out the area. So what does that mean for rainfall? How much rain are we going to see? That indeed is the question. You can see that there is a very tight gradient here between those that will see 1/4 of an inch to 2 inch plus. So what this means is we're going to say is that the further east you are, the more rain you are going to see, and that is going to heavily depend on the track of Ian. The further west Ian makes landfall in Charleston, the more rain we're likely to see in Athens. But if Ian takes a further east track, then we're going to see less of that rain. So don't pay attention to these specific numbers from this one specific model, which is the European model right here. We're just going to say the further east you are, the more rain you are going to see. But this one particular model is putting about 1/2 inch of rain and scattered showers across North Georgia. Now, along with the rainfall, we're going to see those heavy winds start to move into the area. We've already seen them today as well. So this wind advisory is in effect for most, if not all, of North Georgia, except for the northwest corner. We're going to see sustained winds from 20 to 30 miles an hour, gusts topping out at 40 miles an hour. So we're going to see some of those tree limbs and weak trees that could fall throughout the day through Friday night as well. We're going to go through our winds here. Our wind speeds right now have been cranking all day. We've seen Athens sustain winds above 20 miles an hour throughout the day. Right now we're at 18. Gainesville, you're at 15. Lawrenceville at 14. But what about those wind gusts? Because it's been really cranking as well. We've seen wind gusts throughout the day, sometimes above 30 miles an hour. Gainesville, you're gusting to 29 right now. Athens, you're gusting to 28. Royston, you're gusting to 22 miles per hour. Those temperatures across the area have been really pleasant all day. Along with that wind, we've seen our temperatures right now are currently in the lower 70s. It is a great day to just enjoy the outdoors before we start to see our weather turn a little bit more towards not so suitable for being outside. And so as we head towards our 7-day forecast, you'll again start to see this. We've got a 50% chance of rain for Friday. We'll start to see those scattered showers move in the area from Ian. And again, we'll have that wind advisory in place until Friday at 8 p.m. We're going to see temperatures stay into the 60s because of that rain and cloud cover. So it's going to be a good day to stay inside and watch the dogs play Missouri. Luckily at Missouri, so that won't be impacted by Ian. But as we move into your next week, we're going to clear Ian on out of here. We're going to start to see our weather conditions improve as we go off into the lower 70s and eventually the upper 70s by next week. Thank you for watching. I'm Malik Bryant. Have a great rest of your evening.